Hey guys, good morning. I totally lost my train of thought, but anyway, so it's 8:23. I'm up already. I have my workout clothes on, so I'm gonna come run. It's a new park. I haven't been here before, but friends of mine who live around this area. I used to go to high school and go to college now, but yeah. So I dropped off my sister, and it's like 4 miles from where she is. It's in these like the hillside part of the city. So sorry, excuse me. So yeah, I I barely got any sleep, to tell you the truth. I got like 4 hours because I went to sleep at 2. But I don't know why my light seem to be flash right now, but maybe that's just me. So what was I gonna say? I keep forgetting what I'm gonna say. Okay, so yeah, so I went to drop her off. I didn't get much sleep because I went to sleep kind of late. But I was like, if you're up early and you can beat the sun, just go for it, even though you're super tired. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna look for some trails around here and just kind of maybe do like half an hour, and kind of maybe I won't run so much today, even though that's what I want to do, but just to get a feel of what it's like and see if I like this one better than the one I go to. So far it looks really nice, but yeah, it's just weird coming here with some like alone and everything. I don't know. So maybe I'll run into someone I know though. Who knows? I know my friend Alicia tends to come here a lot, so maybe I'll run into her, but it is 8:25 already, so she might come earlier. Anyways, let's get a move on this. I'm just gonna finish my Starbucks breakfast. I got a veggie and Monterey Jack egg sandwich, so I'm just gonna finish this and then I can head over and run, I guess. Do you guys see this? There's a bunny there. There's more. They went there they are. They're bunnies. Hey guys, so I survived because I was about to die on that run. So I did kind of run a little here and there. I thought you saw when I did stop for the bunnies though. It's like random. There's like a bunch of bunnies there and rattlesnakes and like this other like squirrel-looking creature thing. There's creatures here. Running right after you eat and on about 4 hours of sleep is not a good combo. Let me just put it that way. I felt a little queasy while I was running and stuff, and I had to like sit down. I was like, I'm gonna faint here or like throw up or something. So far, none of those things have happened, thank God. I'm in my car already. I don't think it's... Hold on. Okay, sorry. It's like right there. No, it's totally gross, but anyways. So, what was I saying? It's not so much that I'm out of shape, because, I mean, I am, but, like, I'm not that out of shape, because I was running, like, a month ago, and that's not too long ago, and I do some active stuff here and there, but I really just think it's my lack of sleep, and I had, like, a big headache, because whenever I put my hair in a ponytail, it gives me a headache, and then when I don't have sleep, it's, like, a double headache, and I've been, like, on the computer for, like, the past 2 weeks, just trying to edit all the stuff, which is, like, totally my fault, but, yeah, so... I think it's mostly that, and then just having, like, such a quick breakfast right before running. Not a good idea, but at least, I told myself, at least you tried, and you came out, even though you were, like, tired as a dog, and you did something, and, it might have not been a perfect execution, it might have not been the wisest idea, but, at least I did it. And I feel accomplished, at least. Like, I don't feel great because right now my stomach is like still like being like fuck you, but in terms of just like what I accomplished, I do feel good. Like, I feel good that I got up this morning. I had to drop my sister off. I could have slept in and told her, told my mom like take her and stuff, and I was like, no, you know what, I'm gonna offer to take her. That way I'm up, I go do my run, whatever it ends up being, and I do what I have to do, and then when I get back home, I'm just going to do the floor exercises that I've been doing, because those really seem to help my abs. There you go. Excuse me. And, so yeah, so I feel really good though. So, I'm gonna get home, do the floor exercises, probably put some more protein in myself, whatever, try to keep everything down. I should actually probably go, well, I'm gonna be going to the bank right now because it's finally open. I was gonna go, but I don't have a pen. I keep forgetting freaking pen. Because I keep taking them out of my bag. I'm like, I need a pen. Constantly. I always need to have a pen with me. Even though, yes, I can write stuff down on the notes application on the iPhone, it's still just easier sometimes and faster, simply, instead of like looking at your phone and be like, okay, hold on. Okay, I got it. Oh wait, there's a typo. You could just like write it down. It's like, okay. And you just need a pen. Sometimes the banks are closed, or they don't have pens. Like, people like steal the pens from the banks, or wherever you have to go, and you can't like sign whatever you have to sign. Or sometimes the cashiers don't have like pens. It's like, why don't you have a pen? So yeah, a little pen talk right there. But I have to go to the bank, and there's Ralph's right there, so I should buy some bread, probably, and maybe some fruit. Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea. So let's go do that, and then when I get home, like I said, I'll do the floor exercises. I'll start working on more vlogs and get ready to see my boyfriend, hopefully. Hey guys, sorry I didn't really record all that much today, other than when I was running the bunnies, and I'm guessing when I got home. So I don't really know what happened after that. Anyway, the point is, I was really, really out of it today. Like I said, I ran on like 4 hours of sleep, like literally ran. My miles and stuff. Not miles, mile point something. So I didn't edit that much, plus I got home, I told you guys I went to the bank and stuff, and I got home and stuff. I was watching stuff with my mom, and then I just got ready for work, basically. I was just so out of it, so tired, but I had to go to work, and then, my boss, when I was taking a shower, I received a call, so I was like, who the hell's calling me? I'm like, it better not be Michael, because I'm like, this is gonna be like, then it's gonna become a long conversation. I'm not gonna end up like finishing my shower and stuff. It was right like when I just got it in too, so I got out, got my my phone and stuff, and then I called her back, and it turns out I had to take Dempsey to her new school because they were doing like a meet and greet kind of thing for the parents, or just like a school event. So my boss thought it would be good to like have her go and start like meeting some kids. It was really cute. They did like Italian themed performance. So they did like the Super Mario dance. It was so cute. I know that like sounds like, what does that have to do with Italy? But I guess because he's kind of Italian. I don't know. So they did that, and they did the Mambo Italiano, which was also so cute. And then they did like That's Amore and some other song I don't really remember. They did a few things like with that, but it was really cute. And so yeah, she really liked it. She didn't want to leave until like her mom was like, okay, I'll give you a cookie if we leave. She goes, where's the cookie? And I don't know if I told you this. Okay, so maybe I did, probably did, but I'm gonna repeat myself here, like I always do. So she got this line from The Princess and the Frog, and she says, Travis, when a woman says later, she really means never ever. And she says it with the accent. It's really cute. It's like, that kid's adorable. And then she's telling me, she goes, I have a pretty skirt today. I'm like, oh, you do? I'm like, yeah, it's pretty. She goes, yeah, it's pretty. And what else is she telling me? She's like, oh, look at my braid, Astrid, look at it. And then she's like, just like telling me she's so cute today. And she's like, she got freaked out by a fly though. Because a fly, I guess, like, was flying and, like, it just flew by her eye. She just, ever since, okay, so, when I got stung by the bee, I thought, like, that was what scared her, but no, apparently it's because I was like, oh, it's okay, it hurts a little, but I'll be fine. But apparently one of the kids in her old school or whatever daycare that she still goes to right now, but like, we went to the new school she'd be starting in September. But anyways, one of her little friends from daycare, it's this kid who's like this crazy hyper kid. Like, he's crazy. He's really nice and sweet, and can be like the sweetest kid ever, but he's like bouncing off the walls, literally, like outside, like he's just waiting to like run. But anyways, he told her like what happened when he got stung with a bee, and like he kept repeating it and repeating it, and I think she got scared from that. That's her guess. Because she used to be fine, like with bees and flies and everything. Now, like any bug, like freaks her out, like especially the ones that fly, like ladybug. Oh, it's a ladybug, but a fly or a bee, I guess, because they sound so similar. Like she like freaks out, and so one of them, I guess, was like, if she thought it had gone into her eye, she's like crying. She's like, my eye, like, I'm like, you're okay, and then we're like explaining to her, you don't have to be afraid. So yeah. And she always goes, yeah, I got a spider bite. And today she was telling me, she goes, "I Spider-Man, okay?" She's so funny. But I ended up getting off work early. I got off at 6, but traffic coming in made me get by my house like till like 6:45. But I didn't come directly home. I actually ended up going to Target, looking for a shade for my car, but they were out of it. Thank God there's an AutoZone like literally like in the same, like around the corner basically. It's in the same like strip or shopping center, whatever you want to call it. It's like there's a Target, there's a Big Lots right next door to it, like attached to it, and there's like an AutoZone that used to be a Peter Piper Pizza, which is like a Chuck E. Cheese, or was a Chuck E. Cheese. So, and there's a Food for Less like on the other side, and a Payless. It's like a Western Union kind of place. It's like the most random shopping center ever, but that's like the Target I go to. So I ended up going to AutoZone and I got a sunshade, and my mom was like, "Oh no, that's gonna scratch your car," because I want one that doesn't scratch the dashboard, but this won't. Like, I made sure, I was like, which one won't scratch it? So this one's like made differently, so it doesn't like actually scratch this stuff. It's like, it's really soft actually, so hopefully it doesn't scratch it. The first time I see like a little scratch, I'm gonna be like, hell no. So I have like 90 days to return it, apparently. That's like the return policy. I'm like, awesome. Wish return hails like that, but no. Bad idea. Anyway, so yeah, but what I did get at Target was gum. And remember I told you guys, I don't know if I told you guys, but my July-August issue of Fitness magazine, I have the subscription. I got the June issue and I got the September issue. Never did I get the July and August issue, and then I made a complaint to them. First time they said that they're going to send it to me, and they extended my subscription by 6 months. And then recently I emailed them again, and they said, you know what, we're actually out of that issue. It's like, no. So because August isn't quite over yet, even though some stores do have the September issue already, I was like looking at, when I went to Ralph's, I looked for it, and then I looked for it, where else? Well, I just looked for it at Ralph's, but then I was like, maybe, just maybe, like, because the magazine section at the Target I go to is like way disorganized. So yeah, because in the morning I was like looking for it at Ralph's, and the only thing I saw, I was about to get Runner's magazine, or Runner's World magazine, because sometimes it has like beginner tips. I got that. I was about to get that. I was about to get Shutterbug. Now there was another magazine. I have no clue what it is now that I was gonna get. It had either to do with like photography or with fitness. I think it had to do with fitness. So, but yeah, but I ended up finding the fitness one, and this is the one with I know you might be reading this backwards, so sorry about that. But this is the one with Hope Solo on it. And, yeah, I'm really weird. you guys have seen like my magazine collection. It's still like it lowered, but there's still a lot, and it's like starting to build up again. So I have to clean that out, and choose which ones I want to keep. Like when I do end up throwing them out, I'm just gonna put like stickies on it. But anyway, that's beside the point. I have this thing with TV and like magazines and stuff. Like, it's really bad, but I hate skipping issues. And I hate skipping episodes. Like I can't. I'll like look for the episode online so I can watch the next episode, but I can't watch them out of order. Like, there's a few things I can watch out of order, like Seinfeld or like Two Broke Girls and stuff. That's, fine. But like when it's like Grey's Anatomy or something like that, where it's like an hour-long show, I'm like, no, I have to like watch that. Or like a movie, I'll watch it and I'm like, and then I'll try not to watch it though because it started halfway. So yeah, and like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I do miss issues sometimes, because sometimes I'll randomly like be like, oh, this issue looks interesting, and then like the next time I'm like, oh, I don't really want that one. But when it's like a subscription, it drives me nuts to miss issues. Like, I will literally be like, what happened to that issue? I know that issue, and like I want that issue, and blah blah blah. I don't know, I'm weird. Anyway, and then I came home and I started talking to my mom, and she was watching some Dr. Phil stuff, which is like random. And then I started watching. What did I watch? I watched Suits, which I love because I haven't caught up for the last four episodes. I keep like just like totally blanking on it. So yeah, that's basically what I did when I got home. But then I started going online because I need to send an email. So I sent an email to my friend's mom, Holly's mom, who's helping me pay with my college stuff. So that's why I don't have to get loans, which I'm so lucky to have that help. It's like amazing. I couldn't be any more grateful. I mean, I still get my financial aid, don't get me wrong, but like sometimes financial aid covers like the bare minimum, and sometimes like other expenses that for school come up, like just stuff that comes up, like things you don't expect, either like your printer breaks or your computer like falls apart in the middle of the semester, or you need something as simple as like just basic school supplies. Because I mean last year, because I was only able to get 6 units, I didn't get, all my anticipated aid. It got reduced, like once, they went through and saw like, okay, this is how many units, and I ended up only getting like $23 from whatchamacallit, from like, whatever was left, because the first stuff goes to tuition and that kind of thing. And parking alone is, I believe I mentioned this before, probably like in my January videos, I mentioned something about like along these lines of what I'm explaining right now, but I'll just read myself for the people who, don't want to like necessarily go back to that. So, parking at my school for one semester is $180. And for me, I mean, it's like, it's a necessity. Yes, I could park on the street, but I risk the chance of not finding a parking spot, because there's like certain limitations, obviously, and like, I mean, sometimes when you're either in a hurry for class, or you have to like hurry out of class, or you have to like, your teacher requires you to bring in like some sort of project, or you have to bring in like your textbook is like for chemistry or something, like, and it's like this big, or you want to study or something, and like to bring all your books like from like 2 blocks away, and then still walk across campus to get into a library or anything like that, or like the coffee shop, it's kind of a pain. So plus you never know, like at least there's some security within the parking lots, especially if like maybe you go to school at night. So there's a lot of factors, but anyways, yeah, so it's $180. $23 is a long way from $180. yes, I work and like I do pay for, you know, some of my stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not like mooching off this person. She's actually just, she offered to help me when I was starting college because I turned down UC Santa Barbara because first of all, I wasn't completely sure what I wanted to do, and it's actually a good thing that I didn't go there because they don't have what I'm studying anyway, like at all. They have like academic communications, which is what I switched out of. So yeah, but so she offered that, and I also refused because basically, with loans, my parents were still gonna have to pay about $5,000 a year, and I mean, like for someone who wasn't sure what she wanted to do, that was kind of a big burden. And at the time, it's like when all the economic stuff happened, I still didn't have a job. Um, you know, this was like before I even turned 18 and started college and everything. It was like a big decision, and like I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna do the community college route and like transfer out from there. So she kind of just wanted that, so I didn't have to like, you know, give up anything more, I guess. But I still work just because I feel like I'm the kind of person, you know, I come from a family who were very like hardworking, like, you know, we're not the kind of people like, I mean, there's like one here and there that like, you know, turn out differently, but for the most part, like my family's like, you work hard for your money and you earn your money. You don't like, you know, if people give you money, that's nice, but like you have to work and stuff. So, so I'm very grateful for her help. But yeah, I just sent her an email, you know, just in case, because it's like I'm not a part-time student, because 9 units is still considered like, it's becomes considered full-time, even though 12 is like the true full-time. But yeah, anything over 6 is considered full-time. It's really weird. But anyway, but like the actual like full-time is at least 12 units. Or credits, or whatever, you know, your school calls them. So I have 10, so I'm not sure if they're going to cut some of the aid or not, because of that. And, you know, I know my tuition's going to be covered, but everything else is like, this year, books are so expensive. Like, last year, I was able to just kind of get away with not buying, like, with only basically buying one book. Well, actually 2 books, but, like, one book was, like, $8 for my screenwriting class. But for my financial class, it was, like, $75 because I was able to get the online version. And I'm the kind of person that also looks a lot for deals. Like, I know I tend to buy a lot of stuff, and that's just because lately I've kind of been able to, even though I've been wanting to pay other stuff, you know, sometimes you just kind of want to buy stuff, and whatnot, and, like, just because I had, like, you know, basically tried not to spend so much when I was getting my car fixed and stuff. But anyway, you know, I just kind of worked a lot this summer, because I didn't do summer school like I usually do. But yeah, so anyways, books are expensive this year, because this year I'm taking more classes, first of all, and these books aren't easy to obtain even on Amazon. Like, they're not that much cheaper than the price at school. Like my political science book, I like literally cannot find it, like not even like renting it, under $100. It's $133. And then also I found this new like film art book that, or for one of my film classes, I have to buy this book with DVDs, and I'm just afraid that if I rent it, it's not going to come with the DVDs, because sometimes they don't. And so I just want to be on the safe side. That's another $133, and everything else is like $50 or $60 or $15. So it's not that bad, but yeah, those 2 main books are like what's gonna kill me, and maybe one other book too. But yeah, so all together, and that's like $425 for all of my books for the semester. So she sends money, you know, just in case, or like, let's say, you know, I also, we need a new printer, and if, you know, like, I mean, we kind of deal with the printer we have, but it's kind of broken. And yes, you can go buy our own printer, but you know, since we're trying to get other stuff done, like my parents, you know, and I'm trying to not, like, because I know if I get a printer, I'm going to be really picky and stuff. I'm, like, weird about that, and I shouldn't be, but I know what I want, and I want something that's going to last. So that's the only other thing I asked for money for. Just, like, for a simple printer that's going to last, but still, you know, it's kind of a relief. And then maybe if she sends me extra money, then that's definitely going to go towards paying down stuff and paying my aunt back for the money she did let us borrow for the car. But yeah, anyway, this became a really long video. I'm gonna go to bed. Sorry for the longest video ever. But yeah, good night. Don't forget to leave your comments. If you have like any college things that you know the hardships and stuff, leave in the comments below. Or if you want to ask any college related questions, like if you're a senior this year for high school, or you know you're gonna start your first semester soon of college, just leave it in the comments below and I'll be, happy to answer your questions or, go through your comments. And also don't forget to like and subscribe anyways before this gets like a minute longer. Good night, and I will see you guys tomorrow.